願いましょう。呼吸するその感覚覚えておいて。記憶に皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。間に合ったよ。ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。さようなら。落ち着いて。
買いだ。
おやすみ。最悪の誓い。立ちなさい。
気をつけて。全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。
協調よ。さようなら。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。落ち着いて。おやすみ。最悪の誓い。償ってもらう。
買いだ。
さようなら。立ちなさい。お薬の時間よ。協調よ。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。落ち着いて。最悪の誓い。さようなら。立ちなさい。
イカ様はなしだ。全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。気をつけて。
おやすみ。協調よ。落ち着いて。 皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。さようなら。立ちなさい。償ってもらう。おやすみ。最悪の誓い。
巫女様は買いだ。
落ち着いて。さようなら。協調よ。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。立ちなさい。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか、気をつけて。
平気よ。落ち着いて。
買いだ。
礼儀がなってないわ。おやすみ。最悪の誓い。立ちなさい。さようなら。落ち着いて。面白い。
気をつけて。
協調よ。さようなら。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか、買いだ。
落ち着いて。
気をつけて。
おやすみ。最悪の誓い。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。さようなら。立ちなさい。平気よ。
巫女様はなしだ。
協調よ。
好きに使ってくれ。全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか、買いだ。
おやすみ。落ち着いて。最悪の誓い。 えない運命を捨てましょう。
Greetings. Today your shirt matches the color of your eyes very well. Horizon, the boundary of heaven and earth that may or may not intersect. Here it is, the national treasure of Austria. The creamy chocolate cake, the buttery ganache, and the delicious apricot jam. Created by the ingenious apprentice Franz Sacher in 1832, renowned throughout the world, the dessert of Vienna, Sachertorte. My first time seeing a real one. How should I cut it? If I cut straight, the cake will get mushy. If I cut sideways, I'll miss out on the apricot filling. What if I eat it in one bite? No, how unrefined. The director would scold me for that. I have to think carefully. There must be some other way. Remember all your training, Investigator Marcus. This is the most important moment of your life. Don't get too excited or you'll ruin it. Oh no.
What?
No, nothing. Thank you for deciding for me.
What's with the tears, Marcus?
Because the cake is way too sweet.
According to the plan, the head of the Vienna branch would pick us up and guide us through the necessary procedures of this era. But our train was 2 hours late. That being the case, our Mr. Carl should have been waiting for 2 hours, but so far there's no sign of any gentleman in the Foundation's uniform.
So Mr. Carl is also more than 2 hours late.
A clever deduction. Let us hope otherwise. I'll go check if he got here before us.
I bet that island is a secret base of the Dual Entente. That's why the Bulgarians are so anxious. They're worried about their exit on the Aegean Sea. A friend of mine is in the Navy. He saw a ship leaving the harbor loaded with gold. War is coming, friend.
No. How does that explain the arcane creatures over there? I'd say it's never been discovered before, like the Celtic otherworld. You know, the heavenly land beyond the sea in Bran's legend. The Arcanum has declined after the Enlightenment. It is an honor for all of us in this era to find such a paradise from the past. You're not fit to be human if you don't understand what that island means to us, my friend.
Secret base. Other world. Fascinating. I need to write this down.
Miss, could you show me your papers, please?
Ah, right. I'm sorry. My friend has it. Could you hold on a minute? I am an arcanist sent from the headquarters of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I have a letter of introduction from the head of the Vienna branch.
Arcanist? Then you come with us, miss. Hands up and be quiet. Bring over the golems! We have an unregistered arcanist!
Huh?
Marcus?
Sir, please listen to me.
Don't let her get away!
Dental checker. Relax.
Another jar?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Got you. Uh-huh. It's wrong. So troublesome. Ouch.
No worries.
It could be found. It's newly made this year.
Please, don't resist.
Oh, there's a bubble. Let's get it over quick. There they are. Given that. Another jar? It could be found. Oh, there's a bubble. Enjoy! Oh, there's a bubble. So troublesome. I remember it's called...
What is happening? At ease, gents. Allow me to explain. This respectable lady is most definitely not a Russian spy. Ah, Miss Hoffman! So, this lady with the big case is your assistant? No spy would be stupid enough to carry an entire case of papers in public. So will be all, gentlemen.
The gentlemen in Vienna have become exceedingly sensitive after the infamous espionage cases of 1913. And their pride was almost destroyed by the Redl case. The man was even head of counterintelligence and had a sexual orientation not tolerated in his time. Well, I'm not sure which of the reasons hurt them more. Sorry, Marcus. I should have told you that, as your supervisor. The belief that arcanists cannot cast arcane skills without the ability to speak. So old and superstitious. Like muzzling a dog when it gets out of control. Can we dispel it now, Mr. Carl?
I have to remind you, Miss Hoffman, that theoretically we have to go through an entire approval process before I authorize the dispelling of the mute spell. But whatever, who cares? They shouldn't have treated a young lady like that, for whatever reason. Relax. This was just a minor incident. You'll never find another place as tolerant as Vienna. The very same principles the Foundation strives for. All registered arcanists can come and go as they please in this beautiful city. We even offer artists and musicians perks that cover every aspect of their lives, because Vienna loves art and music. Oh, speaking of registered arcanists, could you show me her arcanum license?
Arcanum license?
Yes, ladies from the headquarters. Even so, I'm more than willing to skip some unnecessary procedures for you. We still have to be careful about security, you know, especially when dealing with arcanists.
I don't think the headquarters issues such a license. No one told us to apply for one.
Oh, there must be some mistake. All arcanists entering Europe must possess an arcanum license issued by the local government. Austria enacted this policy in 1756. We abolished it in 1868, but we're in the time of great tension, so... you know... Perhaps this lady knows something. Miss Marcus?
Yes?
You are an arcanist, even though you're sent by the headquarters, correct? Show it to me then. Your arcanum license.
Marcus is my assistant on this mission, Mr. Carl. She is not to answer your questions directly given her rank and status. It is me, the one in charge, that you should turn to, not my assistant.
Oh, lady from headquarters, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to usurp your authority. It's not an issue. You didn't have to...
I have a... Here.
Oh. Hmm?
Is everything okay, Mr. Carl? Is it not acceptable?
Oh, yes, it's a perfectly good license. I can even smell the ink from the government office. Welcome to Vienna, Miss Arcanist from Romania. You should have shown it to me sooner. It would have saved us a lot of trouble.
I'm so sorry to have wasted your time.
Speaking of which, no offense, but you are 2 hours and 15 minutes late, Mr. Carl.
My apologies. The Minister of Finance and I had a little too much at lunch. Well, your train was late too, wasn't it?
You were having lunch when you were supposed to be here. We agree.
Relax, lady from the headquarters. You're just not used to this pace around here. Look at this industrialization and so-called modern designs. They have turned our beloved city and our carefree life into a cold, impersonal machine. Please forgive the train staff, the sewer workers, and the plumbers. It is their right to be a little unpunctual, and enforcing this right is a symbol of our free will. In the end, you didn't wait too long, and I got to enjoy my lunch. It all worked out, right? So, why was your train late?
It crashed into a deer. A deer with free will.
Tragic. All right, forgive this old Carl for his minor mistake, ladies. The rumors about the Golden Isle had kept the branch busy. There was no one else but me to pick you up. It wouldn't have been so embarrassing if headquarters had sent us manpower instead of taking it from us.
I am also on the job, Mr. Carl. Should I include your complaints in the report?
No, that's okay. It's just a group of lunatics banished to an island. They're arcane criminals from a small country, and people will forget about them in less than a month. Only a few would believe that it has any real influence on Vienna. You know, the young artists who think highly of themselves, the schemers with evil plans, and the conspiracy theorists suffering from neurasthenia. The Megars and the Bohemians are already giving us a headache. Arcanists, they are not at all the Empire's top ethnic concern.
But aren't you in charge of the registration and management of Arcanists?
Well, first of all, isn't my loyalty to His Majesty and the Empire? Before you use the title Head of the Vienna Branch to define me, I am first and foremost an honored citizen of Vienna, and I serve our great Emperor, lady.
And I thought you said this was a tolerant city.
Oh, yes. We are responsible for dealing with the problems caused by the Arcanists, just as we deal with the Megars and the Bohemians. All right. That's the Venerable Vienna branch of the St. Pavlov Foundation, over there. Let's go.
Mr. Call is very different from the staff of the headquarters.
In fact, most of the time the branch members aren't comrades who share the same goals with us. They're more like local officials we have to deal with. We need them as a buffer between the Foundation and the local governments. They can help us maintain peace in the human world. But you can't ask too much of them. Not all of them are cosmopolitans. Most of them put their emperor and their country first. That's why we shouldn't disclose classified information to them. Does it still hurt?
Oh, it feels much better now.
Good. Marcus, did you already have that license before you joined the Foundation?
Yes. Austria abolished that policy in 1868, but Romania did not until 1913. I carried it with me out of habit. Thank goodness I did. This is indeed the era I'm from. That time has returned.
Never disclose any information about the storm or the era to irrelevant people. put away a license. We need to catch up with Carl. Remember my words, Marcus. Never trust anyone, even if they're a branch member of the Foundation.
So this is the Vienna branch? It's splendid. Look at the walls, simple yet elegant. It's like a temple of modern art. I can read the contrast between different shapes and textures. This Mr. Ulrich must have put so much effort into the design. It must be a very pleasant place to work at, Mr. Call.
Oh, no. This is a secession building. Another meeting place for the young artists to show off, other than the cafes. They said they wanted to break away from traditional art. Well, it's more like they're breaking away from human life. There's nothing to like here. Only inexplicable paintings and neurasthenic lunatics. But people keep coming back. There are even secession groups to the secession. Like cells dividing through mitosis. The entrance to our venerable branch is on the left. Please follow me. Notice the guard? It's the most loyal and reliable knight of Vienna. Powered entirely by arcane ritual. The greatest achievement since the revival of Arcanum in Europe. In 1662, a royal magician from London offered it to the emperor at the time. Since then, it's guarded the empire for centuries.
Ah, sir. Greetings, dear Sascapia. How is your son Tamino? I hear he's not getting along well with his fiancée.
He's a strange one. What's he doing standing in the corner like that?
My apologies, Miss Hoffman. Please hold on. Terrific, Heinrich! Just as terrific as your pathetic art career!
That's great. Best wishes to you, Sascapia. Oh, my apologies. Greetings to you, Angelotti. And unknown lady.
See, he is one of those crazy artists. Everyone knows that I only have this beautiful daughter of mine. This mustacheless gentleman went to study in Berlin and has just returned. I guess he didn't learn much in class, and now he's throwing himself into opera. He must have listened to Wagner and Mozart so much it damaged his central nervous system. That's why he sees everyone as a character in an opera. Operas and music, they do harm to your eyes and fill your ears with useless sounds.
Is every artist like this? Scarpia, Angelotti. They are indeed characters from the opera Tosca.
Oops! I am getting off topic. Don't worry. We've modified its original ritual to meet the needs here. Lots of people come in and out after all. You just need to knock on the armor 3 times, touch your mustache, and it will let you in. I forgot you have no mustaches, my dear ladies. But you do have arcane skills, right?
First of all, I am not an arcanist. Second, I am not as humorous as you think.
Fine, but that was no joke. This thing only accepts mustaches. It's a symbol that every gentleman should have. And not everyone's like Heinrich.
Just give me the list of arcanists we mentioned in the letter, Mr. Carl. We don't need to go into the branch.
Oh, no. Do you really want to miss the scenery of the Donau? And the sight of the modern transport system? There's no better way to tour the ring roads than by carriage. And we've booked a room for you at the Zaka Hotel. By the way, have you tried the treasure of Austria?
Thank you. We already had it while you were enjoying your lunch. Now, please, give us the list. And I'm sure you've received a telegram from the headquarters. You are to investigate the people around Theophil von Dittersdorf.
Okay, all right. It's a pity, lady from the headquarters. Here you are. And that's all of it. All of it. Oh, and this. 2 tickets to the Vienna Royal Orchestra. Please give them to Mr. Richard, and when you see him, send my sincerest regards.
I will.
Who's Mr. Rickard?
The contact between the Foundation and the Vienna branch in 1914. A phantom of history. At that time, people still believed the golden age that had begun with the last generation would continue as it should, and that their positions in government would be as unshakable as the long-standing empire.
Oh, shoot. It won't let me in.
You're not joking, are you, Mr. Carl?
I am not. Darn! What is going on? Is this thing broken? Oh, no, I'm stuck. Oh, my belly. Oh, I had the suit custom made in Paris. What on earth is going on? Why is the defense system activated?
Marcus, can you read its internal rituals?
Considering its sluggishness, yes, I think so.
Good. It's a good chance for you to get some experience. Just stay safe.
A forest party! Hey, hello there.
Relax.
Be serious. Even there. Focused. Say hello. Are you harassing our members? What's up? It could be found. What's your race? Be serious. Stay focused. Oh, there's a bubble. Go, go! Stop lightning.
No worries.
Even that. Right. Are you irrational members? Say hello.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Oh, no! Miss Hoffman, these columns represent the spirit of the Vienna branch. You shouldn't be so violent!
Adapt, improve, and advance. Arcanum should be kept up with the times, not lock itself away in a museum and wallow in the good old days. There was something visibly wrong with this thing, and we were rightfully doing our job. If you have any concerns about this, I'll include them in the report. And I should remind you that you've spent too much time on your free will. We're running out of time.
Nein! Nein! Procedures are not the problem, darn it. You're not German, are you?
So, what's wrong with the golem?
As Mr. Carl said, its structure is simple and yet incredible. The malfunction comes from one of the components. There's an extra stroke on the enchantment. These strokes look new. I guess the staff made a mistake when they did the maintenance or repair.
Let's hope so. Now take a look at this before Mr. Carl comes out. Several days ago, a member of the field agent squad found a painting that was reported in this magazine, The Pan. It belonged to Theophil von Dittersdorf, a deceased artist from Vienna who committed suicide. Its name is The Salvation, and it was found along with a poem. The poem mentions the doomsday, the reversal of time, and the rain.
Salvation and rain. It sounds so...
Yes, and given the sightings of Manus leaders in Vienna, we believe Theophil came into contact with Manus leaders before he died, and probably learned the truth of the storm and the method of salvation. This was how Manus Vindicte recruited arcanists in 1929.
If he knew the method of salvation, why did he still kill himself? Auf der Suche nach Silenus im Walde fragte ich ihn, was ist das Beste und Wunderbarste für den Mensch? Die Lehre, wo der Mensch nie geboren wurde, sagte er. Ich betrachtete ihn, den Ring des Lebens, den Ring aller Leben. Deine Hände formen den Ring, und das Urteil wird ausgesprochen. Am jüngsten Tag, in der Dämmerung, wenn die Geschichte verblasst. O Welt, sein Kopf beißt sich in seine Füße, seine Knie berühren seine Nase. O Mensch, sie bewohnen die Erde und warten darauf, dass der Himmel fällt. Gestern wird zu morgen. Morgen verwandelt sich wieder in gestern. Wer wird im Regen verschwinden? Wem wird das ewige Glück gewährt, die Gnade von oben? Und diese Lehre, das Aufhören der Existenz?
Oh, that was so moving, Miss Sieglund. Poor Sigmund. My best friend has returned to the void. Thank you all for coming today to shed tears for our departed hero. He was a righteous and noble man who cared for his people. He was still trying to save the Arcanists on the Golden Isle before he died. He left us so many beautiful poems and paintings. shame that the fire burnt everything to ashes. The only thing that survived was the salvation. We were in a golden age of progressive ideas. We believed the Enlightenment would make ignorance history and lead us to paradise where everyone would be saved. The barrier between Arcanists and humans would be removed. In Vienna, that tolerant city, we would stand together hand in hand, back to back, reliving the intimacy we once shared when we first came into this world. Oh, world. Its head bites its feet. Its knees touch its nose. But the reality is, the survival space of Arcanists is shrinking. We tried to speak up in our own language, but that only makes us strangers in our own land. That's why we have decided to exhibit Sigmund's last work. Not only in memory of the deceased, but in memory of his noble spirit, his sincere concern for his people, and his scrutiny of this tragic world. There is no need to be sad, my friends. He has left us with the Rheingold. We will found a committee with the funds raised by the exhibition to improve the conditions of unregistered Arcanists.
The youngest and the most outstanding opera singer in Vienna, Theophel's sister, Isolde von Dietersdorf, will present the details.
Now I see why we were ordered to investigate Theophel's connections. There may be spies from Manus Vindictae among them.
I know the Vienna branch has a lot of bureaucratic problems, but we need their help to carry out the mission in this era. The search warrant, the letter of introduction, the evidence collection permit. They've provided us with all the official documents we need in this era, as well as a list of all the Arcanists in Vienna in 1914. But we're not going to cooperate with them any further, because of the requirements to confidentiality. We'll only need manpower from them in the following operations. In case you spend a whole day on the A section, Marcus, we're looking for Theophil. Starts with a T.
How did you know I was starting from line A? It says Theophil belonged to a group of artists called the Circle. They often gathered in the Secession building. Madam Hoffman, I think we can make contact with them one by one.
What's happening?
I sense strong arcane fluctuations over there. I think it's a ghost?
Isolde? Isolde!
My God, she passed out again! She must have smelling salts on her. Find them.
What is going on? Make way! Make way! Let me see.
Kakanya! People, make way for the doctor.
Isolde, can you hear me? Oh no, it's a seizure. She's going to bite herself. Get a stick! Heinrich, do you have any props she can bite?
Doctor, help! Please help me! They are here! The paintings, they are here!
She can't wait. Isolde, open your mouth.
Doctor, your hand is bleeding from the bite.
It's okay. What happened just now? She was fine when I left 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. We finished reciting Sigmund's poem and...
Sigmund? Oh, you mean Theophil? I see what's going on here. You've aroused her trauma.
You shouldn't have invited her to her brother's exhibition, Heinrich. And you even read his death notice in public. Ah, you should have known it would upset her. He was the only family she had left.
I did not. I thought she had completely recovered.
What?
She should have recovered from the electroshock therapy.
What kind of nonsense is that? Dr. Schwartz is a liar without a conscience. He takes pleasure in the pain of his patients. I know how he managed to fool the medical association. Those rich morons don't care about the patients at all. Soon as you mention fancy words like advanced or science, they'll throw their wallets at you as if they'll be left behind by the times. They're all blinded by the shining glamour of progressivism. And they even scoff at psychoanalysis, the real meaningful discovery of the era.
Nein! Theophil! Nimm sie weg von mir! Schau dir den Ring an, Theophil. Er ist so wunderschön. Nein, das war meine Schuld. Ja, ich werde es besser machen. Ich kann es schaffen. Ich kann immer noch singen.
Isolde?
Bitte, schau mich an, Doktor. Hilf mir. Bitte, hilf mir.
I will, Isolde. Now let go of me first.
Oh no. It's a seance. But Miss Tosk only does it before a performance.
Of course it turned out this way. She's lost control. She summoned evil spirits this time, not the good ones.
Nein, nein. Geh weg, geh weg.
She's afraid of the paintings. Oh, poor girl. It's her brother's paintings.
Miss Kakanya! Watch out!
Heinrich, give me a hand. Draw the ghost away by whatever means. He's...
Hey, over there! Leave the doctor alone!
I bought this bullet with my savings. Who took it out of my body? It was you. You!
Enough of your ugly fuss. What family are you from, miss? How much property do you own?
Go away! It's not working! You'll have to leave her be, gentlemen.
Relax. It could be found. Be serious. Stay focused.
Please, don't resist.
Time to check my calculation. Say hello. Rational. Move your legs. Be serious. Stay focused. Move your legs. Be serious. Stay focused. Even that. Don't lightning. Go! Intersect and divide. Go away. It could be found. Given that.
No worries.
Time to check my calculation. Intersect and divide. Move your legs. The final demonstration. Say hello. Welcome to the world of numbers.
She took half my body. No, Father will scold me.
I smell the scent of mint oil.
A nobody! A quack with the stink of a monkey! How dare you lay those filthy fingers upon me?
Heinrich, I'll take care of Isolde. Take this.
Oh, catching a ghost with my hands. Yeah, it's so soft and sticky.
Give it back, you thief!
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids. Sie sind jetzt sicher, Isolde. Spüren Sie nun den Druck meiner Hände. Der Druck wird Sie an einige Dinge erinnern. Sie werden langsam und stetig in Ihren Kopf gelangen und Ihnen nicht schaden. Gut, das ist es. Wenn ich den Druck loslasse, öffnen Sie langsam Ihre Augen. Diese Dinge werden sanft zu Boden fallen, wie Federn. Jetzt fangen Sie sie vorsichtig auf. Jetzt sagen Sie mir, was haben Sie gesehen? Was ist passiert?
Dr. Schwartz told me that humans are rational and we should be able to control ourselves completely. But I failed. The Dittersdorfs can't afford another lunatic like me. I will be abandoned by the audience. By everyone.
No, you are not them, Isolde. As long as you receive proper treatment in the hospital.
Please don't, please. I'm cured. Shock therapy worked well, very well.
Isolde.
No, I mustn't act like Mother or Teofil. The Dittersdorfs can't bear. The opera can't bear.
Heinrich, please take Miss Dittersdorf to get some rest.
I will. What about you, Doctor? Where are you going?
I'm going to get that Schwarz.
Kakanya? Huh? You are from the Foundation. And Angelotti? And the unknown lady?
Remember, Marcus, the working staff of the Foundation branch will take care of the dispute in their fashion. We just need to follow him in. The members of the Circle are top priority, but before any of them can be convicted, as said before, all we have to do is silently observe and respect their lives.
Understood. lady in green seemed to be in a bad mood. Shall I ask the gentleman from the branch who she is? Oh, he seems busy at the moment. But that gentleman is a person of this era. If I interrupt him, am I also interrupting his original course of action? Oh!
My, Mr. Rigoletto. Your hair has grown so fast. To what do we owe this pleasure? Are you also here for the exquisite art?
Can you just be normal for once, Henry? And stop calling me by those opera names. Someone reported an arcane disturbance here. I see candles. Are you holding a seance? I must remind you that arcane rituals are not allowed unless you have a separate permit.
Excuse me? That's not fair. The first permit already costed us a...
Please calm yourself, sir. Be mindful of what you implied. The Viennese government has ensured you the greatest possible freedom through working with us. Who do you think cleaned up after you people? After those fires, passionate murders, and deadless stampedes? We can't bear the consequences of your moments of epiphany forever. Not to mention, the seance is one of the most dangerous acts. We've had 2 colleagues injured, still being treated for mental illness in the Vienna General Hospital. You will find no other place as tolerant and open-minded as this one. In return, you should do your part and cooperate with the government.
Seance? What seance? Nothing of the sort, Mr. Rigoletto. This is just a rehearsal of the play. The candles, the settings, and of course, these paintings once bathed in fire. Yes, this is an art exhibit, a youth rally, or, as we prefer to call it, a visualization of the future.
I demand a rational conversation. Now, I must question the sanity of this gathering. Is there no one here who is of sound mind? If not, I'll have to...
I'm terribly sorry. Mr. Strauss, sorry to have kept you waiting.
Miss Detestorf. Bless you, madam. I did not expect to see you here.
Oh, sorry that we troubled you. I'm here for my late brother's exhibition, and for rehearsal for the coming performance. We got a little carried away. Made you come all the way here to check on us?
Please, madam, as your friend, I do not wish to cause you discomfort. In fact, Mr. Carl and I were talking about you over brunch earlier. He was truly impressed by your talent at the opera.
Ah, Mr. Carl is too kind. Since my mother passed away, he has been such a caring friend to the family.
Well then, this was all just a misunderstanding. But, madam, please understand that I still have procedures to go through. Would you mind if I investigated a little? By investigate, you know, just a quick look around the building.
We are grateful to have a responsible employee like you, Mr. Strauss. Please, help yourself.
spider tail and the detection spores. These are Laplace's auxiliary devices for perceiving arcane power. I've never seen one before. Only investigators of level 4 or higher are allowed to use them.
Marcus, come. Give me a hand.
On it. These burnt pictures. They're the work of Theophil von Dittesdorf. They're the perfect subjects for reading. Only a third of the picture can be read, but I can see it clearly. An ingenious composition that balances the different elements of the picture. Sadly, the creator focused too much on the form and overlooked the content. The frame is made of... not important. Next page. This one is luckier. Half of it survived the fire, so we can see the lower half of the lady in the picture. But, Theophil certainly had a way with women. She was not his first prey. And this one, only a frame remains. The rest of his works are too damaged, but I do remember an intact one somewhere. But aside from this, I don't see anything else. Next page. People can be read too. That person, Miss Isolde. Unlike other ladies pursuing the latest fashions in Paris, she still wears the corset, with only some Art Nouveau jewelry by her waist. She's as delicate as a butterfly. She is a renowned medium. The Dittesdorf family is well known for their mediumship. Nowadays, they use that power mostly for art. That is, they summon a spirit to possess their body so they can sing, write, and paint like no other. They also suffered for this power. Racked by neurosis and hysteria, the family has had very few members despite its long history. Wait a minute. The picture behind her is still intact, and it is enormous. Is that the Salvation? Strange. This painting is...
You have a keen eye for art, miss.
Oh!
This painting is the work of my dearest friend, Sigmund. The Salvation. The only piece he left behind that survived the consuming flames. These enchanting, magical circles, one next to another. Oh, I was only reciting Miss Caccania. We're both passionate about the subject. How regrettable. She would have given you a much better explanation if she were here. Her words can easily stir one's soul.
Did you say Caccania? You have a friend called Caccania?
Oh, yes. Every artist has their own nickname. I also have the honor of knowing the Orange Knight, Victor of the Rhyme, Offerstrudel. Are you a friend of Caccania? Too bad she just left. She should be meeting with Dr. Schwartz by now.
No, the name sounded a little strange to me, that's all. But I appreciate the explanation, sir.
Captain. Are these ghosts? Didn't you say there wasn't a seance? Mrs. Dietersdorf, I would very much like an explanation.
Oh, they're still chasing me!
The detection spores have taken effect and enveloped the ghosts. Marcus, can you still read?
I think so.
Good. I'll draw its attention. You take care of the arcanum part.
Hello there. Be serious. Stay focused. It could be found, given that... Time to check my calculation. 4 is above all. Move your legs. Be serious. Stay focused. It could be found. Say hello. 4 is above all. How troublesome. Move your legs.
No worries.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Thank you for your cooperation.
A cradle. Given that... Move your legs, just like in the training. 4 is above all. Say hello.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Stop. Relax. No worries.
The final demonstration.
Thank you for your cooperation. I smell the scent of mint oil.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Miss Dietersdorf, you told me this was just an opera rehearsal. Now look at this mess. And more importantly, my 2 assistants are still here. I must ask you for a good reason to report to my superior.
Oh, Isolde, my dear lovely gal.
Mr. Carl.
Director?
Look at you, so pale. The play is sapping your strength. Come, child, come to me. I told Schwartz to take good care of you. Well, I guess he can't be in two places at once. The frequent presentations must have been too much for a doctor such as he. I've learned that you've recovered from hysteria, which is good, but promise me that you'll look after yourself, will you? Your late mother suffered a tragic end, and it would be unbearable for the Empire to lose another star.
You flatter me.
Joseph?
Yes, Director.
Don't be so hard on them. Those were wonderful stage effects. Heinrich is an expert at this, yes? What better demonstrates our free wills than respecting the artists and their work? None of us would mind an episode of excitement every once in a while. Even the gentlemen from the headquarters would agree with me, don't you think?
Yes, you're right.
We are short on manpower, and the assistants should focus on more important matters.
We should leave.
Good day. I would like to check the date of a novel. Yes, it is Der Mann ohne Eigenschaften by Robert Musil. Oh, I see.
What did they say?
Just as I remembered it. The novel was completed in 1930. The word Cacania was also created by Robert Musil. Cacania should not be a nickname for anyone in 1914.
It doesn't belong to this era. She could be with Manus Vindictae, or at least associated with their people.
What's more, when we were at the Secession building, I read that painting, The Salvation. It seemed out of place compared to the other paintings. Théophile may have applied a new technique on the Salvation, a more daring kind, audacious even. But these are only subtleties, I can't be too certain. I was interrupted by that strangely speaking gentleman, so I didn't get everything. Another thing, its content reminds me of the symbol of the circle. This twisting circle resembles the circles in the Salvation. Heinrich called them magical circles, one next to another. They must be more than just circles, I think. Was he demonstrating the madness of passion? But the lines are clean. Perhaps the purity of eternity? No, the circles are too twisted for that. Or was he just representing a primitive state of being?
I don't understand any of it. So this must be art.
Ma'am, you're funny sometimes.
I wasn't joking.
Huh?
Based on what we know, we can't be sure if this group of young arcanists and the Manus are connected. But we all know that the latter is eager to win over the cynical revolutionary youth. You did well, Marcus. The important figures of the circle, Isolde, Heinrich, and even the late Théophile. We had made contact with them all. Only this Cacania. What does the intel say about her?
Cacania, also known as Miss Clara, inherited her arcane skills from her family. She's able to reflect people's thoughts in a mirror. She was once a medical student, but dropped out halfway through. These days, she shows up at various social events as a psychiatrist, which the Foundation tries to prohibit because she doesn't have a license. And she is also an activist.
An activist?
According to Mr. Heinrich, she is meeting with a doctor named Schwartz today.
Schwartz, the family doctor Carl mentioned. Let's try our luck there.
Now then, Miss Clara, Mr. Schwartz. Only 3 weapons are allowed in the duel. The army knife, the sword, and the pistol.
I will leave the choice to Dr. Schwartz, for he has more experience in these duels than I do. It's an honor to fight you, and I look forward to ending your winning streak.
Not so much an honorable scene for me.
Excuse me, please.
Pardon me, what is happening?
A duel, ma'am. Just as Dr. Schwartz was demonstrating his therapy, Miss Clara barged right in. They were arguing, and this is how they decided to end it. To ensure fairness of the duel, the combat must happen within 48 hours of the challenge. But I've never seen one take place on the spot.
Well, I hope they know what they're doing. I don't want to get caught as collateral damage.
That green dress. So she is Kakanya. What do we do? If she gets injured, our mission will...
Don't worry about people in that time. It is their life to live. Never intervene if you don't know the exact consequences of your actions. The course of history is more important than our investigation. This is Investigator Greta Hoffmann. What? Hold on. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
The field agent squad needs to speak to me. This won't take long. I will leave this to you. Remember what I said, Marcus.
Yes, madam. Leaving this to me. To me. To me. Breathe, Marcus. There's nothing to be nervous about. You can't be an assistant forever. There will come a day when you're all on your own. Just like at the secession building, I only have to watch her. If I end up talking to Miss Kakanya, I'll just pretend to be an ordinary employee of the Foundation. Easy. You used to do well on your own, when you were reading in the lighthouse and the forest. Dr. Shorts. 3 times he has been involved in duels, and 3 times he has won. Impressive. This time he's still going for the pistol. But Miss Kakanya does not have an assistant, and she has only one witness in this duel. This is not right. Why did she agree to this? She's being reckless. Even an arcanist should have at least one assistant in a duel. Dr. Shorts' assistant brought them a pair of pistols. FN Model 1910. Is that a right weapon for a duel? It's too crowded here. I can't see. No, the pistol given to Miss Kakanya. Something's wrong with it. The bullets. Her life is in danger if the duel begins. But Madam Hoffman warned me about the consequences of intervention. What if I just go and talk to her as an employee of the Foundation branch, like I did at the secession building? So far, Heinrich has been difficult to communicate with, while Mr. Carl doesn't want us to get in touch with Miss Isolde. Miss Kakanya is the only person who is both a friend of Theophil and associated with the Circle, but I have to be careful with this name. If she is indeed one of the Manus Vindictae, I will be jeopardizing this mission by going near her. But wait, she doesn't know that I'm from the headquarters, so she probably will talk to me. But how do I know she doesn't know my identity? What if Mr. Call is not to be trusted? And what if Mr. Call and she are in this together? Their names both start with a K. What am I thinking? Stop. I'm not on the Flannan Isles anymore. I can't waste my day on endless thoughts. Remember what Madam Hoffman said. Think of the immediate mission. I have to prevent Kakanya from getting killed in the duel. She has the clues about Theophil that I need. Never intervene if you don't know the exact consequences of your actions. I have assessed the risks, madam. I will not stand by and watch this happen, even if I don't know the consequences.
I need to make this clear to you. Not only have you hindered Miss Dietersdorf from getting the treatment she needs, but you have repeatedly defamed me.
I can only admit that you're right if you have to call a different academic perspective slander.
A different academic perspective? Do you really think Freud and his petty tricks are academic? One could hardly find a worse insult to science than this.
Is that so? Do you really mean that? Rumor has it that you taught the military the method of hypnosis for a price. Do you wish to clear things up here? Your silence is a resounding yes. Tell me, why did you please the ministers with these petty tricks, but not with your most advanced electrotherapy you've been touting? Do you harbor negative feelings towards Mr. Freud because of his open rejection of hypnosis?
What does any of this have to do with you?
Many things, Mr. Schwartz. Your behavior has greatly undermined the interests of arcanists, who are your own people. Not to mention that hypnosis is a violation of a patient's free will. And I have reason to believe that this duel is entirely personal. I must make it clear that your wife's appointment with me has nothing to do with the rumors of your lackluster performance in the bedroom. I'm not the real enemy, Mr. Schwartz. The gossip mongers and tabloid writers are.
You...
Are both duelists ready?
Perfectly ready.
I'm ready to...
No! She's not!
Huh?
Miss Kakanya needs another minute.
The crowd. Shoot me. I want to go home. Why, oh, why did you apply for this mission, Marcus?
I am Miss Kanya's assistant. I am here to...
Sorry to interrupt, miss, but the last time I checked, I couldn't possibly afford a St. Pavlov Foundation member to be my aide.
Ah, darn it. I forgot about my badge.
So, the Foundation is trying to intervene. Don't worry, Miss Foundation staff. Look around. We're doing it the human way. No arcane skills involved. The head of the Foundation branch should not be your role model. Mind you, you're giving up a part of your integrity for taking his clones. A terrible deal indeed. Besides, they're using human guns. They don't need the Foundation's license to use these. I'm not doing anything against the Foundation's rules, am I? If it's urgent, can we wait until after the duel? Please stand back. The bullets can't tell the difference between friend and enemy.
Please don't use that gun. The bullets in it are dangerous.
What?
The bullets are wrong. The gun will burst if you pull the trigger. Sir, I demand that the gun be checked.
The size of these bullets. I need an explanation, Mr. Schwartz. I thought you had at least the integrity of a gentleman. The bullets in my gun are wrong. If I pull the trigger, as Miss Foundation here said, the barrel will burst.
A bursted barrel? I remember now. That Anton boy lost the duel to Schwartz for the same reason. Did Schwartz do something to his gun too? And was the guard in on it too?
Huh? This is defamation. I have never...
Please! Who is dueling here?
The guards are here.
Hey, don't step on my dress! Not good. Madame Hoffman has not come back yet. Madame Hoffman!
Hey, miss! The helpful Miss Foundation employee!
Miss Kakanya?
Don't stand there! Come here! Okay, this is a quiet road. We're going to jump, Miss Foundation. 3, 2, 1, here we go!
Move! Seal off that exit! Don't let them get away!
Got to sneak away. Don't worry, Miss Foundation. I won't leave you behind. I'll help.
That's not... Kanya, this way!
Ilich, I thought you were out selling wares on the... Is that the magic mustache? You clever boy. Quick, name your price.
You sure you can afford that, Kanya?
Triple the price. Just about what I can accept. You know my limits, old... Don't take it off. You'll be It smells, but bear with it. Lead us if you want your pay, Ilich.
Got it.
As expected, your ending is fated.
A tooth for a tooth.
Realm turns into realm.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood. An eye for an eye.
As expected.
Oh, I get it completely!
Try this. Your ending is fated.
A tooth for a tooth.
It's happening.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Hey, hello there.
Be faithful to the choice of fate.
Off thou go.
What's your race?
Everything has its cause and effect.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
That's Cradle. Be serious. Stay focused.
Your ending is fated.
A tooth for a tooth.
Say hello.
Realm turns into realm. Try this.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Atop the scale of justice.
What's your race?
As expected.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
That was lightning.
Try this.
No.
Off thou go. A tooth for a tooth. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Noble or lowly, Sin shall be punished. Using troops?
Kakanya! This way! Over here!
Elite! Thanks a lot. The prop sure came in handy.
Finally. Why do I keep having things stick to my lips?
Ha! Be careful with that. It is no ordinary beard. Every single strand was soaked in a Bohemian potion, mixed with bloodroot, toad's heart, and Yavangal. Why were the gods after you?
That's a long story. And oh, don't worry about this kind little lady. She saved my life, and she's sort of a friend.
A third of? This is bad. The connection is down. I can't get in touch with Madame Hoffman. She's probably in an important conversation with the field agent squad and has calls on block. It's okay, Marcus. You can do this yourself. Just stay in the conversation. Communication is not that hard. You've done this through before. You can do it.
My, Kakanya. Are you friends with the government officials now? Times have changed indeed. I've been here for a whole year, but I've never seen an official without a beard. Where are you from? Croatia? Moravia? Galicia?
I grew up in Romania.
Oh, I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina. That makes us friends, since we're both from somewhere near.
Be careful on the streets these days, Ilich. You could be in trouble too if the guards catch you. After all, you haven't got a license.
Huh? You don't?
Oh, of course not. Have you read the requirements? Records of the safe use of arcane skills within 3 generations. I was born in the streets. I don't even know who my grandmother was. And the records aren't the hard part to get around. If you're applying in Vienna, the license has to be issued by the central government. It's not an Austrian problem, nor a Hungarian problem. The central government sits in the middle. And no official has any idea of what's what. Should this be the Kaiser's concern? Or the König's? Or both? You'd be the biggest fool to listen and follow these broken rules. Stuck in the system, nowhere to go. Unless you work the magic of crowns.
What happens if we don't have an Arcanum license?
Oh, you'll love this. Who knows, you could get 3 days in detention, or maybe 10 years in prison. Even if you are sentenced to prison, they might forget to bring you in. Or, if you're an outstanding citizen who can shed your arcanum during your human re-education, you might get to have a nice life. Without a license, that is. Our justice system is much more unpredictable than the arcanists. We still have a fair chance of getting away.
Very informative, Ilich.
Oh, well then. Bis später, Kakanya and Miss Foundation. Forget I said anything?
They are...
Some Arcanist kids on the streets. I'm surprised you know nothing about them. The country has changed, lady, and not everything in Vienna is as decent and sumptuous as the buildings on Ringstrasse and Herrengasse. I'm thankful for your help, Miss Foundation, but so far I have returned the favor. You don't want the gods either, do you? Fair even. So, can you tell me why you're here? Oh, I see. Mr. Carl sent you, didn't he? Because I don't have a psychiatrist license. Can't you people give me a break? I swear on my ancestors, I'm doing this entirely the arcanist way. It has nothing to do with human science. Don't you people ever sleep? Do you not have a life? This is the 10th time this month. Even got rest after working 6 days in a row. I have an Arcanum license inherited from my family. It is nothing to be ashamed of. My fees are reasonable. No one's ever complained.
No, Miss Kakanya, this is really coincidental. I just happen to know that you are a psychiatrist.
Huh? So? Are psychiatrists considered doctors now?
I think there's been a misunderstanding. Wait, I'm not here to check your credentials.
Then what?
So you call yourself Kakanya, but I know your first name is Clara.
Oh, I didn't know the Foundation staff reads my work. How very flattering. Yes, I'm Clara, but Miss Foundation, don't you think Kakanya is an intriguing name? Heinrich, who's a friend of mine, gave me a book which greatly inspired me. Our country is just like that name. It both is and isn't. It both has and has not. If you look for it, it can't be found. Yet if you stop looking, it's everywhere. Look at this country, my friend. The sumptuous buildings rise so high that the people in power never have to lay eyes on the rye farmers of Bohemia, the immigrants from the east coast of the Adriatic Sea, or on the arcanists. How could there possibly be smog choking the industrial area? How could there possibly be cold houses in the winter? The cafe house is definitely filled with people who love to dance, and not with those who can't afford the heat. Oh no. Surely there's no bureaucracy, no discrimination, no poverty here. This is a city of humanism and freedom. Oh yes. Kakanya, kaiserlich königlich, or kaiserlich unköniglich. And Kakania, the land. There's no better name for this country.
So then, you did get that book from a friend. Now's my chance. I still have one spider tail Madame Hoffman left me. If I can find a chance to leave the spider tail on her, or in her place. I'm intrigued by the book. Can I see it?
This concludes the report by Semmelweis of the Field Agents Administration. Please confirm, Madam Hoffman.
Yes. Report received.
Why so serious, Greta? That was just routine.
And I envy your lightheartedness and optimism. They got you out of Vienna on such short notice. I can only imagine that must have been difficult for you as well. According to your intel, the Empire's had too many assassinations in a short period of time. This is not good for the critical point, Semmelweis.
At least try to stay in a good mood. What else can we do? Aside from that, Greta, I have more to tell you. I was pulled out of Vienna overnight, and I didn't have time to brief the new squad there. You know it takes ages to get through the briefing process. I might as well just tell you now, personally. There could be an arcanist who has crossed the storm, and is now in Vienna.
What did you say? Do we know more about this arcanist?
We only know his name is Heinrich. We learned about this from the Berlin squad when we met up here, but had no time to verify.
I see. Leave the rest to us.
It's true. He traveled to Berlin during the Sixth Storm and survived the 1913 storm there. And after the 1966 storm and the one in 1929...
And now it's 1913 for the second time. For all the arcanists who crossed the Sixth Storm. This is exciting news.
Their time has returned.
I understand the excitement, but perhaps time in its chaotic fashion has inadvertently returned to the same year. I hear you, Semmelweis. This is valuable information. I'll let the...
Greta? Are you still there?
Sorry, I have to go. Something's wrong with the spider tail I left on Marcus. This is not her ritual. Something's happened.
I'm surprised, Miss Marcus. You know so much about Cicera. I thought the Foundation was nothing but bureaucrats and bookworms. Oh, have you been to the Secession Building? Did you like it? Shame that book isn't there. Please, come in. Forgive the mess. I must say that it is at least more orderly than the administration of the Empire.
Thank you.
These are stage props. Heinrich left them here. He certainly learned some useful things in Berlin. Make yourself comfortable. I'll get you some tea and look for the book.
Please don't bother, Miss Kakanya. I won't stay long. I have to go back to the branch soon. I just need to confirm that you have that book with you. Is this Kakanya's arcane skill?
Oh, Miss Foundation, it's okay. Just a little trick I use to ensure my personal safety. I usually even charge for this. Look into the mirror which reflects your inner world. This trick has been used by arcanists for thousands of years. When it was first used, the Roman Emperor still ruled this land. Speaking of which, Miss Foundation, how did you know that the pistol was tampered with? Your arcane skill?
Don't look at the mirror.
I am curious. No need to be alarmed. I'll treat you gently.
Dental checkup.
deep breaths, miss. This is a private session. Your secrets are safe with me.
The orphanage, the Flint.
You can look at them directly, miss.
I see her.
Given that it could be found.
Relax.
Be serious.
Given that
Focused.
Thank you for your cooperation.
You found me. Did you see through the illusions, or was it pure luck?
Focus.
Are you irrational numbers?
This can't be luck.
Rational.
No worries.
What's your race? It could be found. A cradle. Form is a bubble.
Stop.
Given that.
Be serious.
Stay focused.
Relax.
Time to check my calculation. Say hello.
Come back to me.
Stop.
Go away. What's your race? It could be found.
No worries.
Stop lightning. Form is a bubble.
Come back to me.
Just like in the train.
Given that.
Relax.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all. Everything is a book. Everything can be read. These reflections are merely I found it.
Oh, it's true. You saw through. What a pleasant surprise. How did...
No!
Uh-huh.
Breathe.
The final demonstration.
Relax.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
Breathe.
It could be found.
No worries.
Given that. What's your race? Are you irrational numbers? Say hello.
Relax. No worries.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Thank you for your cooperation. Come back to me.
A cradle.
We need some peaceful moments.
It could be found. Are you irrational numbers?
Ouch.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
prepared it all. I have prepared it all. Come back to me. Welcome to the world of numbers. Victory? Okay.
Horizon, the boundary of heaven and earth that may or may not.
May the peace be with us. I know the moon, and this is an alien city. Reality. It's alright.
Hope I remember how. Hope I remember how.
Each moment, now night.
Everything has its cause and effect. Try this.
Premio sereno intenso al infinito. So long lives this.
It's happening.
This gives power to thee.
Hope I remember how.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Hip hip! Hooray!
Horizon, the boundary of heaven and earth that may or may not intersect with. Is it really okay doing nothing like this? I mean, when I was at the Foundation, there had never been such a tranquil night. Thank you for teaching me all these things.